Now, NIA has got the custody of Minhaj alias Mohammad Suleiman, a cloth merchant from Ballari. Till the 9th of March, one-day custody. He is suspected to be part of the PFI and investigators believe he might have information about the blast. We'll try and get more details about this entire story from my colleagues, but that's the bit of word really coming in. That right now, different angles are being probed right now. NIA has got the custody of Minhaj alias Mohammad Suleiman, a cloth merchant from Ballari, till the 9th of March. It's a one-day custody. He is suspected to be part of the PFI and investigators believe he might have info about the Bengaluru blast as well. Right now, different leads are being probed, different individuals are being questioned. Arunima is with us on the broadcast to give us more perspective on this. Arunima, please tell us what more do we know at this point?
Minhaj was earlier arrested by NIA along with 8 others. It was called the Ballari module of the ISIS. The allegation against him was that he, along with others, was planning to carry out some kind of a terror attack from the premises which were raided in December. There were explosive material found, material that is usually utilized to put together an IED. So sulfur compound, nitrate compounds, sharp-edged weapons, digital devices, timer devices, all components that are used to put together an IED were recovered during those searches that were carried out in December last year. Now, with the Bengaluru blast happening, NIA suspects that Minhaj from the ISIS Ballari module could know something about how this was carried out. He perhaps could have information about the connection of the suspected bomber captured on CCTV footage as well, because the suspected bomber, as per the Home Minister of Karnataka, has reached Ballari and Tumkur. He was captured on CCTV there also. He subsequently went to Uttar Kannada. That is when the trail ran cold. And that's why NIA has taken him into custody. Minhaj, till 9th, they have a chance to question him and ask him about, what he knows about the Rameshwaram blast, the Rameshwaram Cafe Blast, and whether he can identify the suspected bomber who's seen on various CCTV grabs. His face clearly visible at more than one location where CCTV has captured.
Arunima, if we talk about the NIA investigation, my colleague Harish is also joining us on the broadcast. So Harish, yesterday we went through the videos, the CCTV visuals that have come on record. The police is looking at different sources to capture those CCTV visuals. That individual is seen, wearing a cap and a mask, but now there is a sketch or a picture which is out in the public domain. But what is it from the investigation that the investigators have been able to stitch together so far? You told about a parallel investigation with the state CID, a special team which is looking into the details. What more can you tell us, please?
Well, all efforts now being put into identify this man. That hasn't happened because the police believe that would be a major breakthrough for the police and in this investigation, and then they can start going through his background. That would give an idea on who he had met in the recent past, what his background was. With that not happening, the focus of both the CCB and the NIA is now, as Arunima pointed out, is looking at modules that have carried out blast in the recent past. And Ballari module was one which was under the scanner. The NIA had cracked down in December. They had arrested 8 people, including the leader, Minhaj. And now perhaps the effort is to see if he was in touch with anybody else who was not arrested by NIA in December. This is something that the CCB also had done. That in fact gone through the logbook at the central prison here in Bengaluru to see who had come to meet some of these terror accused, because that they believed would have given them a clue on who had met them, what their background was. That is something over the last few days that the CCB has also done. See who people have met in terms of terror suspect. Remember, the Bengaluru blast accused is also in the central prison in Bengaluru, Sharik. So they've seen who Sharik has met over the last few weeks. And similarly now, Minhaj too being probed to see if he knows anything about this blast or if there were other youngsters that he had radicalized.
Harish Upadhyay getting us all the details. Let me try and cut across to my colleague Akshara as well, who's been tracking all the developments. Akshara, a word from you. What have the investigators been able to gather so far? What are the details you're picking up?
Well, you see, the investigators, the NIA who took over the investigation, no, they have been, tracking the CCTV footage, and they were also in Ballari and the Tumkuru and the neighboring district of Ballari in Vijayanagara district as well. They had received a screen grab of the CCTV footage where there was a suspicious activity, suspicious movement of an individual whom the suspect, whom the police officials, the NIA officials suspect that could be the individual in the Rameshwaram Cafe Blast, and they are probing into the matter. They are also conducting inquiry into this and speaking talking to the bus conductors there, bus depot there. They're trying to get all the crucial leads regarding this matter as well, to ensure that, that they're tracking the travel route of this particular individual, the suspect. And the Karnataka Home Minister also, who spoke yesterday, revealed the fact that the police officials, the NIA officials have got certain crucial leads, which could lead to the possible arrest of this individual. So that's what the Karnataka Home Minister had to say regarding this. And on the other hand, as I mentioned earlier, in Ballari and Tumkuru district as well, the NIA officials, they have reached there. They are probing into the matter, and they are examining all the CCTV footage there.
All right. CCTV footage, of course, has been one of the primary sources through which the police has been able to stitch together the chain of events, try and get the sketch or the picture of that person out and put out in the public domain that will help nab the accused. Let me once again go back to Arunima, who's with us on the broadcast. Arunima, the link to certain organizations or past instances of this nature that have happened, blasts that have happened in the south of the country, what details are you picking up from your sources? What are the indications really like?
It's very difficult for the investigator at this stage, even though they believe they had a solid lead, having captured the face of the suspect on CCTV. It's a week now since the blast happened. It happened last Friday, and a week later, the accused has managed to give them the slip at multiple places.
I just come back to you. Right now, there's a piece of